how to use a few heavy bow guns. I'm going to be fighting an Elder Dragon. I want to change the room type, but not something I can do right now because I think I've already started the stream, and that's the main reason. But feel free to respond to me in the comments if you see anything that you want to comment on or that you think you could perhaps do better. Sure, you're welcome to post that and tell us how. A couple of my friends watch the stream all the time. This is mainly for stream for my friends to show them or showcase Monster Hunter to them. You know, people who are interested in it, people I may know, and can teach them. From here I could go to a new session, but I want to save my loadout first. I think I necessarily want to do that. Oh, let's save just the same. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do, the room is created for the Cove Taroth event. It's where I got the gun I'm wearing and the suit. This is what they call a layered. Basically, so regardless of whatever armor you have on, this shows up over it. This is what you look like. So you can use really, you know, ugly looking mix sets and cover it up, of course, with this. Alright, but let's get to the grind. Let's go ahead and post a new quest. Today I'm hunting an Elder Dragon that most people dislike hunting, especially if you're just switching over from low rank to high rank and you haven't quite gotten the hang of the game yet, or you know how to stay alive without carding. I'm going to be doing an investigation, and the Elder Dragon in question that we're going to be doing is the one from the Rotten Vale. You might have already guessed who that is. Most people hate him a lot. He's called Valhazak, and they hate him because he's ugly, but he also kills you really quickly if you don't know what you're doing, pretty much. So I'm going to choose a mission where it's 30 minutes to kill him, but you can faint at least 3 times. This mission gives you better rewards, but you can only faint 1 time, so if the person you're doing it with cards, you pretty much just lost a chance to get a gem. Alright, so I've already posted that. I think I ate already, so I shouldn't be able to... Right, so I did. Okay, good. Sorry about that pause. Now, let's get to it. The quest is ready. What you want to do is make sure you have all the ammo types, so you can do that by buying to pouch what you want. I'm going to be buying potions today because I don't have time to make them. I have on a skill that really makes using potions do a lot more heals for you. Currently this gun has a pretty limited set of ammo. It's focused around spread, and the only stat damage that it really can do is either exhaust or pretty much paralysis, level 1 specifically. It's heavy recoil from the paralysis, so you might want to tone that down depending on if you want to use this gun or not. You can use pierce ammo. That's just a backup since my build isn't really centered around it. It's more on close combat, pretty much. Alright, so I think with that we're ready. I just want to craft anything that I may need. I don't need cool drinks. Hard shell powder is pretty good. I can use level 3 spread shot, and so you want to make sure you have enough of that. I think you can buy some more gunpowder from this lady. Level 2 gunpowder, or 3, not sure. Oh, level 3 gunpowder is possible. Alright, so that at least gives me a backup in terms of ammo. Alright, now I'm not going to be waiting on anyone since the room was really designed for Vel'Hazak. Anybody that comes in is not going to see us hunting that. So they perhaps they're not going to join, maybe want to leave. Alright, so we're getting to the drop-off point. If you forgot to eat, you can always grab a seat here around one of these boulders and eat some food. There is backup ammo in here and stuff if you may need that later on. Alright. And that's the easiest way to reload heavy bow guns. Now the creature we're going to be fighting is a bit of a ways off. We could fast travel to the next camp here. And send out flares. Okay, so he's this way. We've already scouted him a few times, so my scout flies are gonna always point the direction that he's going, or that he is, rather. Alright, so I'm loading the special shot since it's already ready. For some reason it loads pretty fast on this gun. I'm not sure if it's the damage it's related to that you do, that is, or if... Oh, we're gonna need stones to trigger things on the roof that could fall on him, do him extra damage. But your best shot at him is just about to do that. Come on. You want to line him up and get it all the way through. So you want to get out of that area that he is in and start spamming your main shot, which is what is... Wow. Yeah, I'm not really worrying about that because my suit heals me and stuff. Alright, so looking in the ceiling for stuff that I can trigger to fall on him. Those spiny looking things are some of the things that you can, and you can trigger them or other creatures in the area. But you want to get him where he's paying attention to you, and then you want to make sure he does. Wow. That one is a killer, folks. Do not let that hit you. Always pay attention to where his face is turned whenever you're fighting him. Even if you're to the side. Yeah, I don't have hearing protect either. It's not a must, because you can panic dive through hearing loud noises like that. If your gun has a shield also, your gun can block that for you, so it's not anything to worry about when fighting him. What you really need to watch is your HP, and for that you have this. So while you're lining up for like a reload or putting in your special shot, you do have a chance to heal. And wow, come on, seriously? Alright, let's see if we could paralyze him and spam a few shots off, but I want to get in some... Oh, there's somebody. It should make focusing on shooting him a lot easier. I notice he takes the most damage somewhere around his chest area. Let's see if he's anywhere near these. And you notice my health is going up even though I haven't been in here yet. So let me see if I could do that paralysis thing. I think possibly in the next 2 shots he's going to be paralyzed. But let's see how effective this paralysis thing is. Awesome. And careful not to waste your ammo on the minions who will block for him pretty much. There, he's paralyzed. So, my chance to line up a good shot. Only got 2 hits. This is terrible. So it's looking for an opening to use up that. Not seeing one, so we move on. Alright, this is where it gets dangerous, because if it wasn't for the waist piece I have on right now, if he knocks you in that pool, pretty much it eats away a chunk of your health and can almost one-hit KO you. You barely survive, and he's going to be looking for that opening. I think his tail is the weak point, if you notice the color of the damage. You want to get his attention, just hit him with anything. He'll look around real quickly so you can line up your shots. He's definitely trying to get me in this, but I'm resistant to it, so it's not really going to do any damage to me. Oh crap. I think I'll try for the wings next time. I'm not getting as many hits as I would want. You don't have to worry about your DPS too much with spread shots and the kind of build that this gun has, because you guaranteed almost 100 points damage every time you fire, and that's like 6 bullets, so that's 600 with almost no recoil, depending on where you get. Yeah, it's a pretty good thing I am immune to him. The set I'm using, by the way, is made of almost entirely his parts. Of course, no steel on the gun. Oh, hey, cuz. Well, yeah, you do get to shoot. You just try not to be as shitty as me and shoot your teammate, right? He's enraged, so it's pretty much going to be charging most of the time. When he's out of stamina, that's the whole good story. Nothing yet. We're supposed to go to one up the road from me. Well, we can't talk about that now, man. Stream. Whenever buying an exhaust start? How is this possible? It's a public stream thing, and it's still not something I want to discuss on a public stream. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I can't delete it yet. My cousin will watch it. I don't know if Shane is watching it or Shane. One. But he commented, I don't know if he's the one watching it or not. What happened? Said one person is watching the stream, but it's still a public stream. You can watch that at a later date. Great. You make me get my ass kicked because I'm not focused. No, that's not a hot room. I'm not for this, I can't do that, I'm dead do foolishness. Not what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get something from the mission. There's a particular objective. I'm not doing it for free. I'm gonna try to get a gem. Yeah, when the guy did come in there with it locked him out. No, remember when the guy did come in with it locked, make the party private because it was my party. But man say him could have it. Yeah, but she never answered back either upon the chat long after she answered it, so that never even relevant to what was happening. In other words, when he might try it and him couldn't get him, if you look on the time when Shane responded to me in my chat line, timeline, that's a long after we probably playtime, finished playtime for. I remember Dev did cut on from Dev, but everybody pretty much would stop playing. Yeah, me one never take on two publics on them crap in my use. But anyway, unlike two publics, I'm not for tell people say, oh my god, you can see by the way now play, I'm actually playing dead, that's actually better than me. Now if I walk in, I tell people stuff. Try to get him for drop so the other guy can cut his tail. I'm not running now. if the retreat is cleared. What kind of what? You know what's it? It needs for what's it like? Oh well, actually, they said the creature will eat all of the Elder Dragon them, him get them powers. The blue liquid that you see him box me now, normally it's supposed to dissolve you and kill you, one shot you pretty much. And him whole gameplay is centered around trying to knock you in there, so once him carry another room, that you have to fall into the solution. But it no work for me because I'm immune to it. Yeah, we know we're not gonna escape the liquor, but I like that game kill me anyway. Yo, nobody on this narrow passage, man. You always care go some shitty place, cause try to kill you. That's the move how you kill you. The broadband move the way. Yo, that goes through all the stage, brother. Try to get on them, wing them to do an attack, but there. I'm a limp now. Time for the killing. What, 20 minutes? Yes. 10 minutes left. Yeah, monster that eats other dragon's neck. That's what the world's come to. Here's a favor, anyone play some Street Fighter? I used to have my Dokken and come challenge me in this. Yeah, no. Oh, why? But she can block a Dokken in a race. I get it. This was what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. See? Someone did the right stuff. Just have to get a gun and really work him over with it. You break every part on him body with spread shot. He can't miss nowhere. Alright, so get that. I'll drop back at the camp. That was one of the slower guns. That's just one raw power gun. It used a ability with the name Wyvern Snipe, the thing where you see me lay down on fire. When I did that, every part where it damaged, when it had traveled through his body, it do additional damage by explosion afterwards. Like possibly about 300% damage. So if I 10 it doing it that got through, probably I could do anywhere between 30 to 40 on this Scully. Workshop. So I'm almost finished the set one I have now. I just might need one more item to finish it. And of course I have like zero help. So you know that's tough. Now pretty much the creature that we made a fight, we made a go solo it, you know. As in me alone did I fight it really, but yeah. And help out. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream here and start a different stream from the actual monster I'm gonna fight. Kinda a bit harder, but you can see why Superbex don't like play. It starts out slow pace at first, but once you break the shelf on him get really fast and him can pretty much turn the entire area into flames, really. What you mean? In that particular case, if I have nowhere to go, the underworld is pretty much there, you know. I'm yard, we come kill him, you know. You normally should be dead because the environment saps your strength, that's a one. The gas thing when you see him do, it take down your health, but the suit I'm gonna have on, I can show you. Change equipment. The suit I'm gonna have on give me the abilities that my him have. So one, my health always recover to exceed the red portion of the gauge. So you know, like when you get hit in Street Fighter, it's a Capcom game by the way. So you get hit in Street Fighter, you hit the red area, it recovers all the way up to that and max back my HP. And this is a suit where Superbex are running and talk about him on God. The sad thing though is if you notice over the right hand side the stats them minus 16 fire resist. It's actually worse than that. Me just up the fire resistance from a suit by doing a little trick where I'm jamming some things in the suit to kind of take out some of the weaknesses. If you get hit by a fire creature, the weakest fire creature in the game can literally one shot you with their best move if you have on this suit. No, because that's the thing. You use suits for a specific area. You wouldn't wear a winter coat going to the desert. You get what I'm saying? So the suits where you have on give you abilities to either weather the environment or protect against the creature where you go fight. Pretty much. And that's what this was about. Pretty much. So it's really about knowing how to use your tools to hunt. I could have hunted him with like the weakest weapon in the game and still beat him as long as I know to avoid him moves, because that's how pretty much how Capcom make them games, if you understand. Mega Man was pretty much like that. Once you learn the patterns and so on, you can pretty much solo the game. I can show you. I can use like I can use a Sakura suit. I'm gonna save that set here. You can save your loadouts, by the way, so you don't have to go through the problem and set them up again. Alright. But what I was going to do was finish make a particular suit. Forge equipment, armor. Yeah, this is it, the legging. Well, I kind of shortcut that still because I still had so much time. I don't know if you did want to see it still. But basically, that's the leg part feet. But this is what the entire armor is supposed to look like. Oh, I'm gonna have to take off the oversuit. Have what you call a layered armor, the samurai looking armor you see me have on. It's designed for cover up any other armor we have. So pretty much you're not going to see the underlying armor if you have all the pieces for it. It cover your entire suit. So if you make a ugly, what we call mixed set from different parts or different suits to give you the abilities, it's not gonna look that ugly. You can cover it up, cosmetics. So you go change appearance, layered armor setting, change of sure. And this is what our suit would look like. Cancel these changes. I guess cancel finish. And then we can put on the actual armor. Alright, good. Yeah, gun Marai, cuz. Alright. This right here is Super Mix choice of weapons. Yeah, all gone. But no, you're really excited, but I have to beat and walk go for the bank. I have to get a printout of what them I try to tell me say. Cause I don't understand them accounting, them electronic accounting. And yeah, we can't do that from a stream right now still. But if I get a printout, maybe I'm gonna need to deposit some money if I really are gonna do it. If them claims them truly have them charges there and me really see. You get me I'm saying? Which I doubt. But either way, if I want to buy it, I have to put some money on it. So I have to walk up there. I just up the road still. So nothing big. And a bus driveway. I literally can just walk up there, which is one of the beauty about where I live. Alright, so real quickly, maybe I'll just put on the helmet and show you. Oh, I forget, you don't see the Ryu suit yet and stuff? You don't see that yet. She does. We'll get to that in just a few seconds. Alright. Well, that's the whole reason I've used a female character. Can't really take for see a male character right now, brother. This is what my character look like. You know? This is what she look like. Pretty much, you know, the new armor. This is what I try to work for finish. I don't have the gloves feet yet, which is why it should look so. This is a fair room, by the way. How you decorate it. Them creatures are creatures where you hunt and catch and put in there. You can change them. You can, yeah. Oh, I'll show you a cool feature. I'll sit down for my bed. What's this? Some of them don't like the food them where she feed, but you have some of them where we come and she play them. The dragonfly looking one are one of my favorites. She actually mess with him more time. She come and pet him and him there buzz around and she goes and box him and him fly around the room real wild and stuff. It's kinda like that one you try to get your attention. I have some gecko. I think there's a bat that lives somewhere under here. No. We'd move him. You said that something where just duck down in there? Stay here long enough to come up. It's actually an animal in disguise as a flower in a natural habitat. You can actually find them and catch them and bring them home if you want. This is my garden. That's one of the creatures that we find most interesting in the game. Him look like a bird, but it's actually a reptile, kind of like the dinosaur thing them. We used to fly, the pterodactyl. Yeah, it's not actually feathers. It's a bird wyvern apparently. Thing. But him can crawl. You see him wings, the wing looking something. There's actually hands, you know. Him, I don't know if you can see it, but they're actually claws. Him can climb the trees on the wall. You could actually put him on the column there, right there. So you determine where them stay and stuff. Yeah. This is a garden, basically. These are the vitality flowers. They give him back health. It's made use in the wild. Actually, that that insect looking thing in the sky, it's actually mine, so me catch him and bring him come. So next one of the something of them on the wall, the column over there. So you notice him can fly and crawl and stuff. So them actually make it pretty interesting. Bird tile. Oh, my cousin sticky there. See one of them come nearby here. This is actually. And you have different species of them dragonfly one here. You have some red wings and stuff. Reptard. This is one of the most interesting ones. I'm actually finding by accident. This is a gecko, was glow in the dark. And actually find him in the airways to me that fight a while ago. He can rest at different places and feed different creatures and stuff, or pet different ones. Maybe. Oh yeah, this was it. Yeah, so them actually spend whole heap of time and, you know, make some interesting things, both some end game stuff where you can really work towards. So long after you've done the game, you have other things to do after you beat the story. Alright, this is actually my fish pond. That spotted looking fish are the rarest fish in the entire game. You have to have one on stealth mantle to actually see him. Yeah, you have to sneak up to the point where I'm there. That big fish there, me catch him. Oh, me catch him, but buck up, me hunt Devil Joe and see him in the water and say, yo, shit, what is man? I'm just back out the fishing rod and showing them. So, me take a snapshot of him, you know, Ross looking fish in them, about half the size of the girl body, you know, full length, you know. Yeah, man, the one, the moon one, him shy. Maybe you have to like feed the other fish them before him come close to you. But anyway, that was it. I think maybe I'll change my weapon and show you some more exciting weapons in the game way. Just real quick before I run up the road. You say they probably won't play it, so you don't want to see some variety. But they do show you all of the weapons, them how them play style look and stuff. So I'm gonna start with the heaviest one. This is what Bex them used to use. I can't hide this. Equip or oh good, yeah. So this is what our weapon look like on our back, basically. That's a great sword, you can block with it under some heavy slashes and stuff. This is a Bex weapon of choice, the long sword. But female not good like mine anyway. This is my favorite go-to weapon, the sword and shield, because if you don't know a creature play style, yeah, some new interesting features, Nick. If you don't know a creature's fighting style yet, this is one of your best because you have offense and defense, and you have aerials too, and risings, like rising dragon attack with the sword and stuff. This is like a dual blade. It used like how the ninja them use them kunai and Naruto, and you run with your hands out pretty much the same way when you use it. You can insta dodge, which is invincible. You cannot get hit. You can even dodge roars with it. The creature them roar can be dodged with it and stuff. But these are two of my favorite go-to weapons. Like this is for massive damage, obviously. No fun intended. This is a buff type weapon. It plays melodies where can heal or harm creatures. You have someone can bring them up out of underground attacks. Like if them underground, it do a sonic blast. You can lift them up out of the ground because them ears sensitive. Pretty much, you have hammer type moves that you can do with it, and you can heal your party with it. You have the lance, pretty much standard, but it have running jump stab, which always is fun. So you need to see somebody use that to really understand how cheap it be. This is a gun lance. It's a modification. You can do shelling, heavy shelling with it. It fires some shells at close range of wyvern fire, kind of like the dragon blast where most of the creature them in the game have. This is what the guy beside me was using. It's a switch between an axe and a longsword mode. Yeah, Nick, for real, it OP in almost every monster hunter though, because it can heal and harm. This is a new technical weapon what them call the charge blade. It plays kind of like the sword and shield. The hand that you use it in is switched though, but it have a slightly different play style. The shield can guard at certain points. It make it invincible to attacks that would normally kill you or one shot you. Alright, Gary. Anyway, are you that listen to Gary message? You remember Dante from Devil May Cry, right? This is him weapon. Him sword actually in it, and you can use it in game. It's a bonus feature for unlock. This is something more like an aerial weapon with a dual blade. Both edges, and the insect on our hand can hunt for you, bring you back extract or boost your stats like your attack or your speed and make you invincible to certain attacks. And of course, the standard light bow gun. This is a faster moving, heavy hitting gun. We have special techniques tied to it. The gun I'm going to use the heavy bow gun. We can either use rapid gunfire or the Rebellion. Seriously, Nick. Alright, and of course one of my favorites, the bows, the Great Sagittari bow, pretty much. So go out there and pretty much do a couple of shit real quick before I'm going. What you vote for, Dante's weapon or one of your favorite them where you see so far, what you want to see? Login bonus till the 31st. Oh fudge, man, I run out of days for done this, you know. I'm running out of days. This is shitty. The charge blade. Alright, so Dante's charge blade it is. Bet you didn't know the Rebellion was a charge blade. Dante's sword. Alright, so let's bring on to a different charm. Maybe Part Breaker. Quick Sheet is always good. Impact Manful. Glider Manful. Alright. Quick Sheet, stun resistance, free element up. This is the boring part where you have to actually sit down and figure out which gems to put in your suit, which makes sense. Because Goku discussions are always interesting. Alright, Nick. Do I want to do it from here? Yeah, I guess I could do it from here. Post a new quest. Investigations. Yeah, I think I might change one thing about this setup. It's an aerial creature, so I want to have trick shot charm. I want to have a bunch of flash bugs, because that's always fun. Restock. Oh fudge. Nick, I may need to turn on my phone or something to read the rest of what you're saying. Give me a couple of seconds. Excuse me. Let's see, where is... Oh yeah, the Yamato is definitely overdoing it. I don't think they'll put the Yamato in there, but then my channel. Okay, there. Now I'm able to follow this stream, and I'm able to see your comments. I may have to mute this though. Sorry. Lots of preparation. This is a live stream, of course, so you know that's bound to happen. All right. Did I post the mission? Yeah, I did. So stand by for departure. Your quest can take up to 4 people, just like you know. I know you've been out of it for a while, but you could probably drop by and play the 3DS versions that I have. They're pretty awesome. You know, I think I'm gonna take some leave in somewhere about middle of next month, so I could probably come see you guys. But enough of that. Let's depart now. So what do you think about the new features so far, Nick? Any comments on that? Yep, and you wonder where she put all of that because she's still slim, right? Alright, let's get to hunting. Usual provisions in the box. New addition is that tent back there you can always visit and, you know, switch out your equipment, pretty much. Right over there. And so let's get to the hunt. Legend is more than likely gonna be somewhere far from here. It's a flying type, of course. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I thought it was nice too. There was an aquarium in my first house, but of course, you move to a bigger area, you're gonna get different things, pretty much. There are new environmental traps, like they call them grimalkins. They're like some cats that can pretty much help you to trap other animals once you befriend them. They're still mining, so you can still mine during quests like this. Because that's always important. You need rare materials to make new armor and stuff all the time. You can never tell what... See, these are some of the creatures that we've encountered before, if you notice, and you can catch them by using the capture net and firing out, and you pull them in. And you can take them home once the quest is done, pretty much, and they're readily available for, like, to restock your aquarium or so on. There's sliding now, and there's swinging like Batman, of course. But right now, I need my flash on. I can befriend some of these creatures. They're kind of like the shakalakas, if you remember those guys. And there are guys like this. They give you stuff, of course. And my favorite new feature is... Da-da-na-na-na-na. Because this is always fun. And you can do it here as well. You can use it to attack. Alright, but enough. I'm here for the tracks for this creature. That's how you track them, by the way. You use scout flies now instead of paintball. And you can track them. You can cancel your jump, by the way. There are tracks here. And usually once you do that, then you'll be able to track the monster, and it will tell you exactly where the monster is. Okay, good. And there's the Legion. Yeah, that awful scream again. Alright, so he's getting annoying. This is where the flash bombs come in. What? You missed that. can do stuff like that now, just showcasing that a bit. Wasn't really necessary. But mounting is also a thing. Anyway, this is the part where I have to actually pay attention to my HP. So many creatures in this area. Yeah, you notice the sword transforms to a lasso. Felines everywhere is right. Where's it going? Follow the shadow. Oh wait, tracks. And of course my cat is just fantastic. Sure you noticed. So there's this new thing where you can hide in nearby bushes. I'm serious though. Yeah. I don't know, I think you're right. Yeah, Nick, for real. Whoa. What? It's dying already? This is awesome. So it's really weak to lightning, and that's the element that Dante's sword has. you equip the weapon type based on the creature. There's some creatures that totally nullify or absorb certain stats, or like elemental damage and so on. So you want to make sure you always have the right attack types. It's not so much about being a strong hunter. Being a strong hunter is really about knowing the enemy's weaknesses and knowing how to use that best. Whether that be their patterns or their actual elemental weaknesses.
Yes, so without prep time, it's kind of a lot harder to figure out.
Actually, not if you're like used to the series, or if you understand RPGs and elemental attributes. It's pretty easy. You know where to grapple. Can I go up that way? Yeah, you can. Wow, missed it. Yeah, but prep time, you can still beat creatures with raw damage, you know. It doesn't mean that they're immune to raw damage. It just means that in a lot of cases you just won't have time to figure out anything other than patterns. No, it's not. It's not the only way. That's why I was saying that you could still beat things with raw damage. I know. They actually react to elemental damage, so they actually react to it. They flinch when you hit them with the element that they're weak to, and that's your key attribute when playing Monster Hunter. One of the key things is to always watch the creature you're fighting. Your cat can distract them long enough for you to be effective in attacks too. If you notice, I called him, I whistled to him before I started my attack, so he could bring out that cannon thing that he's attacking him with, basically. Oh, missed. But this is one of the more fun battles because you can like fly around while you're fighting it. It's not the only creature you can fight up here though, but it's pretty fun. The weapon is really OP, to be honest, sure, but it was just a pick based on what my cousin wanted to see me use. This is Dante's weapon, and he said he wanted to see it, pretty much. I don't think he's seen the Hadouken though. This is always fun. Well, obviously one is a special. You mean in terms of physical damage? I have no idea. I don't own the Sure You Can just yet. No, it's something you have to buy. It's a promotional item or cosmetic item, I want to say, but it does damage in the game. If I hit something with it, it actually does 13 points of damage roughly. For if it can do criticals or anything like that. But it's pretty awesome because if you're out of that slinger ammo and you want to trigger like a rock to fall or something like that, you can use the Hadouken to pretty much get it done. You can't attack aerially with it, which is why I was wondering if the Shoryuken would make sense or something like that. What they should do is just give us Bison Stomp. That would be fun. Or Tiger Uppercut or the Tiger Shot. That would be pretty fun. But I want to find out what's happening with my account. I'm having a mishap with a bank. I don't necessarily want to broadcast that on my stream, but I can't get to pick up the 30th anniversary edition of Street Fighter right now because of it. Yeah, Nick, things have pretty much evolved. There's Hadokens now and shit. And it's pretty fun, especially when you're fighting a giant creature and the last hit in the combo is the Hadoken. Yeah, my cousin was saying the Raging Demon would be fun, Shave. Akuma's Raging Demon, if he could do that to a boss, I suppose.
What about Mr. Manhattan?
Mr. Manhattan? Who the hell is that?
Yeah. That little symbiote creature. His power's supposed to be limitless.
In what game?
The blue guy. He comes after you beat Bison.
Mr. Manhattan?
That blue dude from Street Fighter.
I've probably not played Street Fighter in a really long time.
I don't know if it's... I think it's Street Fighter. That blue dude, he's like all blue.
Okay. Oh shit! Ah, Devil freaking Joe. Oh my god. This is the last creature you wanna see on a hunt. Let's. Are you freaking kidding me, Double Joe? Why do you hold still so I can kill you? Fucking hell! Oh well, this is an expedition, so you can't really die. But the cat went skywards. I was about to ask for help. Oh shit! This is why you can hide in nearby bushes. Where the hell is Double Joe? Okay, good. All three boots. I'm still in Superman. Fudge, earthquake. Ah, no! You bastard! Oh god! Ah! So most people don't know, but his breath attack does dragon element damage. Dragon damage, and there's a downside to it. It takes away your elemental attributes on your weapon, so sure. You don't have to watch me die or anything. Oh, okay, still have the attack boost. Yeah, really neat combos, right? These come with like Junior Whopper and cheese. Where'd that bastard go? He's pretty annoying though. I really hate him. I don't know why most people like fighting him. I think he's an asshole and he needs to seriously quit Monster Hunter. And whoa! Right. Man, asshole of a move. Do I have any traps? I don't even have traps. Yay! Riding Cowboy! Oh! Oh no! God. I literally have nowhere to run to. I just want to get some tracks so I could fight him later on. He's really annoying. She's out of breath. Any other weapon you want to see, Nick? Since, you know, this is probably your first time seeing me play this. Oh, look, guys, it's Double Joe in a pasture. Oh, there are other fun characters here, too. This weapon is so slow on the reaction time, I swear. Awesome. Yeah, I know that tail spin anywhere. Seriously need some training with this weapon though. Thought Panic Dive was a thing. Insect Blade, that's what it's called. First you can tell he's enraged by the red marking. You can attack at range with the bug. Whoa! Oh shit! He's not making it fun though. Come on, can't you roll after that? Alright, so the key to this is getting extracts from different parts of the monster. The tail is one, the face is one, you need to roll, and the legs are the other one. No! Ooh, good evade. Okay, good. There. That is the hardest extract to get on Devil's Due because he's not gonna let you go anywhere near the legs, of course. Okay, so unlike most other bosses, he's a piece of shit. I think he's like... Alright. Let's see if it's time to run out the guns. Yes, it is. Nah, I'll just use my sword and shield like what I used to do and beat the crap out of him. So I need some items, apparently. Capcom remade him so he's a pretty shitty boss to fight in terms of almost all his attacks knock you out of the air now. Before, he didn't have aerial attacks, so you didn't really have to worry about that, but right now, because of aerial attacks, he can climb walls, he can pretty much do anything he freaking wants to. I think Capcom just gave him a license to go, mess the place up. Oh, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Is that everything I need? That should be it. Yeah, you're probably wondering what's a toothpick type weapon is gonna do against Devil Joe, but you'll see. Right now the Great Pickle is gonna have his hands full when I get back. Well, surprisingly, Nick, there is such a thing called a basil geese. You're probably wondering what's that. Rest in peace. You know, I'm really only just seeing that comment. You're terrible. Are you kidding me? I don't have any... Oh man, I need to toss something. What do I toss? Oh. Oh, really? Guys. Let's see if I can make some now. Yes, I can. And... kidding me? You missed the sleep thing? That was doing fireworks, 4th of July. Oh yeah, you can change weapon on the hunt. Thought you noticed that. Great. You're not ever freaking thing out of the sky. That's a sucking experience for Double Joe. I'm sorry I can't get to see most of these comments while I'm fighting him. It's hilarious. Uh-oh. Oh shit! That's a new animation for stun, by the way. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, come the fuck on. freaking new attacks are so freaking annoying. I think I'm gonna card so I don't do something here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Oh, and the new radial menu thing is something you're gonna have to get used to. It's more helpful, but it's hard to set all the things you want to the radial menu. Pretty much have to practice with a set. Nice. No, you're a piece of shit, dude. Are you serious? There's like 2 combos now. You know you're a real boss when you're roars stop other roars. Oh shit. Why Why does he always freaking do that, man? Even at this range. Double tail giddy up. Oh jeez. He just played annoying, to be honest. Probably gone to eat someone. I mean, literally. Whoa! Why doesn't the sleep trap catch him? Bastard. I think he's almost dead. The other guy seems to have found him. You can normally tell by that dead head thing on the map. Wait, is he? Oh, I thought he was below me. That would have been good. He's lunching. Is he planning on getting some rest here? That's not gonna work. What the hell? What the actual fuck, man? Wow, did she help us kill him? Looks like the other guy captured him. Yep, no carving of Devil Joe. Alright, this looks like the part where I catch her right out of here.
If in doubt, take a bite.
As you can probably tell, I haven't really fought him in World since the first couple of times weren't all that great. I mean, he's a good monster to fight against, to challenge you and stuff, but I really hate being slapped around a stage, to be honest.
We're on the hunt.
I honestly think it's better to gun if you're gonna go up against Devil Joe, because heavy bow guns can block and stuff, and you can pretty much dish out some really heavy damage to him. But that's just my opinion. Feel free to get slapped around a stage. Alright, but that's it for now, guys. Need to take a break, need to get some rest and some food. But I'll be back on later with whatever you suggest. You can go ahead, pick a game that you want to see that I have. If you're on PSN, if you're not and you're just watching, I have a few things like Titanfall 2, this Monster Hunter, Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, that is. Quite a few games, but let's see how that works out. For now, I just go collect my rewards and update some stuff in the story. Alright, but that should be it for now. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and you have a wonderful day, alright? Peace out.